luxurious liquid amber.
Minor unknown. Said. Hello chat. Some leaves and enjoy a luxurious liquid amber.
Cleansing track. In lunar flame. Blade of me.
Converge and awaken. Human creation.
And return! Break! Rise!
In lunar flame. Blade of me.
Gather as one. Human creation.
Blood cleansing dragon. Bloom. Repay. Break. Rise.
In lunar flame.
And return!
Converge and awaken. Human creation.
Blood cleansing dragon.
Hydro said, evening. Minor unknown said, hey Hydro. Minor unknown said, good evening. Minor unknown said, how are you?
I don't think searching like this is the best way.
Hydro said, I just finished my Jinglu build to battle
Diner
against
hunted.
King of
Evil
Swarm
spirit
Beetles.
breaks
And
into
it's
restaurant
decent
and
in
eats
Oga to
double its
eliminate
body weight
that
in
monster.
food. Oh, do you think Tail did this? Seems like his style.
Sounds like
Minor
a very
unknown
hungry criminal came up with a very
said,
poor excuse.
oh nice.
What about this one? Paranormal activity reported at exclusive horror immersia. Guests experience haunting within 7 days of screening. It reminds me of when I used to watch horror immersia to train my courage. Whenever there was a suspenseful moment, Tail would jump up and scare me.
Guys, I feel like this is just some sort of prank. Or a marketing stunt to boost ticket sales. Huahua has been browsing Ghostly Grove for hours. Every time she finds a suspicious incident, she says, "Do you think Tail did this?" Problem is, any suspicious incident could be Tail-related when you think about it.
I feel like Tail is still around. Oh, but if so, why didn't he come back to see me?
Hydro said, I just learned recently that we have to level up our path resonance in order to minimize the difficulty of battles. Minor Unknown said, yeah. Hydro said, I had to level up the destruction path resonance to level 7 to clear difficulty 3. Minor Unknown said, is it applicable outside swarm disaster? Hydro said, no. Hydro said, it's limited to swarm disaster. Hydro said, if we manage to complete 13 chapters we can get a new path resonance propagation for normal simulated universe.
He was your Tail for so many years. I'm sure he'd come back to say hi. Or bye.
Minor Unknown
Anyway, even if you
said,
don't find Tail,
oh,
you're still a great judge. The success of our ghost hunting squad proves it.
Thank you, Miss Gray. I don't really get compliments. Without the encouragement of you squad members, working with you guys has made me feel a little more confident. Oh, but it's hard not to think about the days when Tail was still around. Back then, I was a useless coward. I'd hide at the first sign of trouble. Tail would always complain about it. But he'd also get me out of danger.
Reminds me of me and my brother. Sort of a love-hate relationship.
Hey, look at this!
Did you find Tail?
Hey, look at this!
Is this something Tail would do?
Tail or no tail, it's definitely the work of a heliobus.
Let's hurry up and get to the scene. There'll be trouble to pay if we're too late.
We don't have time for that. Even if Cirrus does know something, by the time we've finished asking questions, it'll be too late.
Be careful, everyone. This sounds like...
calm down.
I just learned a new technique. I'll use it to end your life.
Unauthorized personnel should keep their distance. It's dangerous here.
Actually, we're not really unauthorized, are we, Judge?
Is that Sushang? And a judge? Why are the Ten Lords commissioned here?
It's a very long story, so let's deal with the problem at hand.
Mr. Cloud Knight, sir, the Ten Lords Commission will handle this. Thank you for your cooperation.
Understood. Please, take mercy on him.
Don't worry, this sort of thing is our specialty.
Tedious.
Inevitable.
Let's settle this.
Came together.
The strength. Heaven surge. Break.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight.
Judge Huahua, is he all right?
His life isn't in danger, but his hands and feet are spasming, and his speech is incoherent. I think he's experiencing a delusion that he can't snap out of.
I feel like I've been drained of my strength.
Mr. Cloud Knight, sir, are you okay? Can you answer a few questions for me? Do you remember what happened to you?
I think so. Let me think for a moment. I received a report today about an infestation of abominations here at the Alchemy Commission. The captain sent me to clear it out. What happened after that was like a dream? I can't explain it. My weapon suddenly started talking to me. It taught me fighting techniques, which moves to avoid, which moves to use, which stances to adopt to retain balance. Then it told me to relax and let it take control against the enemy.
That sounds just like a Heliopus.
I followed its instructions. To my surprise, it felt like my combat skills had greatly improved. Still, it told me I was incompetent, like a piece of rotten wood. It wanted to find a new apprentice to carry forward the art. It was only then that I realized there was a sword-wielding child beside me, staring right at me.
Lots of children grow up learning to use a sword on the Lofi, but for a child to be walking around with one...
I sure hope we're not thinking of the same person.
I realized the boy was the general's retainer, Yin Shing.
I knew it.
When I heard my sword say the name, I was in disbelief. And then, for some reason, I just attacked Yin Shing.
Are you all right? You should be asking the Cloud Knight.
What happened next was even more outlandish. Yin Shing looked like he was talking to the sword in his hand. He turned around and left without looking back. And my weapon never spoke again.
Not good.
I'll take care of the Cloud Knight. You go after Yanqing.
Old friends meet yet again.
That Yanqing's sword is a famous weapon crafted by the Artisanship Commission. It resonates with its master, reacting to his movements in battle like it has a mind of its own. He must have encountered some kind of danger, and his sword flew away to find someone to help, right?
Danger? Miss Shang, don't scare me like that! What kind of evil would be strong enough to pose a threat to Yanqing?
I'm not sure, but the Heliobi are strange creatures. Even the sharpest sword can't cut them.
Uh-oh. I just had a thought.
If it's not auspicious, you'd best not say it out loud.
Based on what that Cloud Knight said, it isn't that Yanqing's in danger. Exactly.
Follow the sword. No matter what, we have to find Yanqing before things get even worse.
We've got to get...
This is the dock for Dragon Prayer Terrace. Judging by the sword's behavior, that's where Yanqing is.
Should we really be charging over there? Even without a heliobus, Yanqing is a swords master among swords masters.
Are you scared, Sushang? Me too. Compared to the other Heliobi we've
Set.
dealt with so far,
Hello.
this one seems like it could do some serious damage.
Scared?
Minor unknown.
My mother taught me
Set.
swordplay as soon as I could walk.
Hello.
I might not be as good as the general's apprentice, but I would never
Minor
let
unknown.
cowardice dishonor the
Set.
name of the Cloud Knight.
How
or
are
the
you?
family sword. But I am worried. If the heliobus possessing Yanqing is too strong,
Wasn't for the general's sake. As a judge, I can't let a heliobus take over someone as dangerous as Yanqing.
Minor unknown. Said,
Miss Gui,
I'm good.
Mr. Trailblazer, please help me rescue him. Yanqing is at Dragon Prayer Terrace. Let's go.
Need me to watch your back.
Doing in Dragon Prayer Terrace?
It must be a heliobus illusion. Shouldn't we ring the harmonic chime and see
Moto
if we can
55
talk to Yanqing inside the illusion?
Laughing face.
Illusion? Since each of you can see it, wouldn't that mean you'd fallen into the illusion as well? Don't be alarmed. To me, this sword formation is a precious arsenal. When I gaze upon any one, 1,000 sword fights dance before my eyes. The swordplay far exceeding anything
Minor
I have
unknown.
learned.
Said,
And better yet,
Hey Moto.
they welcome those who
Minor
wish to
unknown.
pursue higher realms with
Said,
open arms.
how are you?
The General? You lie! I've already finished my assignment at the Alchemy Commission. I have no further orders. This is my own time. I came here to learn from Master Apira. To learn from these swords.
Apira? That heliobus's name is
Moto
Apira?
55.
Correct. Master Apira promised
Good.
to show me the flaws
Moto
in my swordplay
55.
and how to take
Said,
it to the next level.
Sorry late response.
That's why I brought them the Dragon
Moto
Prayer
55.
Terrace, where I suffered
Said,
my most serious.
I was defrosting bread. Minor unknown. Said,
With me,
and P.
everything will be different. Whether it be Imbibitor Lunae, the Stellaron Hunters, or that woman, your accomplishments will exceed them. You will be matchless, without limits.
Matchless without limits. You're
Moto
just in
55.
time. The swords
Said,
have taught me something
Gonna
already.
have a noodle sandwich
I'd
with
like to
chocolate
see how
milk with
sharp my
chocolate
skills
biscuit.
have become.
Moto 55. Said, while also putting extra chocolate on the chocolate milk.
I've been through countless defeats. But with the Pyra as my master, no longer.
Your end approaches.
Unnecessary. That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
Hydro. Said, Minor, I may have to leave the stream anytime cause I only slept 3 hours today. Moto 55. Said, so much chocolate. Moto 55. Said, go sleeping.
Conflict requires undivided focus.
Minor unknown. Said, go sleep Hydro.
Enemy data secure net markers activated. Time for a good old counter.
I will dispatch you.
I'll see you off.
A sword fight must be fought with sincerity
Hydra
of heart and mind.
said,
Give it your all.
okay.
Lieutenant Yanqing, snap out of it! We don't want to fight you!
But I want to fight you. And we're just getting started. Cut through the ranks. Ha, their skills are nothing compared to mine. What can I learn from any of them?
Then why not hack them down right here?
Hack them down? I thought we were just sparring.
The laws of the battlefield are no different from the laws of the universe. Life for victory, and death for defeat. Swordsmanship is the art of victory, and only the victorious swords can be passed on. Swords defeated are buried among the barren wastelands.
But
You're resisting me? Rid yourself of these needless notions of clemency. How can you move forward without casting these distractions aside?
Said,
Raise
Dang did Li Sushang teach
your
Yanking to do the
sword.
meteor sword. Minor
Life
unknown,
for victory and death for
said,
defeat, huh? All this
LOL.
talk of laws of the battlefield in the universe. You think that gives the appearance of a Grand Master? You're just using someone else's ambition to satisfy your own desire to shed blood. This Xuan Yuan sword in my hand has been passed down through my family for generations. When my mother gave it to me, she said, the bread may bake, but the heart remains. And for a long time, I had no idea what she was talking about. Today, I just realized
Moto
I misheard
55
her. I think she actually
said,
said, the edge may break,
Sushang's
the heart
phoenix will
remains."
never rise again after the boulder smashing with Gui Gui.
Lieutenant Yanqing, the winner and loser of this battle have yet to be determined. Don't give me that there is no point in fighting any longer speech.
This little wench's fighting spirit is on fire. Young one, since she insists on fighting, will you give her our answer?
I won't back down.
Minor unknown, said, LOL.
This is between fellow
Moto
classmates.
55
Losing a fight isn't a
said,
big deal. But if I
My roilet
abandon
is
my
ready
fellow
for chocolate
soldiers
abomination.
and bring dishonor to the knights, how could I wield my sword again? Granted, I might not last more than a few moves. You guys go get the general, quickly! I'll try and hold him off until he gets here.
Said, Yanking remind of the old man in GGZ or Hookai I don't remember.
Shang, my bestie. Still.
A spirit bearer told me that the general is still in Victual Garden. Let's hurry! I think the only one
Said,
that can break Yanqing's
Oops,
illusion
forget the me
is
asterisk.
Jing Yuan himself.
Is something the matter? A heliobus that creates illusions for the sole purpose of instructing someone in swordplay. I wouldn't mind learning a few tricks from them myself. Unfortunately, it sounds like this one is a little too aggressive to be a decent sparring partner. This is not an adversary that someone as young as Yanqing is equipped to deal with.
General, we need to move fast. If we wait any longer, I'm afraid that Su Shang might be...
I can understand your sense of urgency. But before I leave, I have a question for Cirrus, who has been listening this whole time. I trust you are familiar with Pyra.
Naturally. Among the Heliobi, Pyra manifests the courage
Moto
and warring
55
spirit of Igmar.
said, Basically chocolate
are
dinner.
The most aggressive of all the fragments. But who is this sword master? Who is Yanqing?
My apprentice.
Oh, no wonder I smell a hint of sadness in you. In order to rescue his incompetent apprentice, the master must fight on the battlefield himself.
Said.
I must
Going to
say,
leave by everyone.
I'm very envious of Apira.
You know the flavor of sadness, but not its meaning.
Moto 55.
An apprentice obsessed
Said.
with victory and defeat.
But. Minor
has lost his
unknown.
mind to a Helios.
Said. Oh, have a great time.
To shortcut his way to mastery of the sword. This is my failure to him as a master. And the source of grief you see in me now.
Moto 55. Said. We once left.
Then you should hurry. Apira has an insatiable bloodlust. Once they've enslaved your mind, they can make you turn against your friends, your kin, even your own master. Go! I don't wish to delay your death match with your apprentice.
Su Shang is awaiting our timely arrival at Dragon Prey.
Lieutenant of the Seat of Divine Foresight. Is that the best you can do? And I was thinking,
Tink Swirody.
done for the moment you
Said.
drew your sword.
Yo.
I didn't think I would last this long.
Minor unknown. Said.
I'm not half as
Hello.
bad as I thought.
Minor unknown. Said. How are you? Moto 55. Said. BTW, if we're gonna do the exorcist fights, use the Trotter spell to deal with the bosses.
Yet they have managed to
Moto
fend
55.
for
Said.
this
Huh.
long. As a swordsman, have you not any pride? Do you
Minor
want
unknown.
to repeat the disaster
Said.
you suffered at Dragon Prayer Terrace? It's time to finish it. Only blood can cleanse the shame of the sword.
He won't do it.
General.
Young one, your old teacher has arrived. Under his tutelage,
Moto
you
55.
never experienced true
Said.
failure.
But got a
But
time
after
ults
suffering
perfectly
your
to
first
charge it?
Major setback. Your confidence in your swordsmanship has been faltering. You worry that the general is disappointed in you. You worry that you don't have what it takes to be the person the general wants you to be. Now, show him what I have taught you. He'll be very proud of your progress. Tell him that with your sword, you will bring victory to the Xianzhou.
With my sword.
Yanqing would never draw his sword on me to prove himself. I have confidence in him. This confidence is not a belief that he will win every contest. It is a belief that he will one day break free from the paradigm of victory and defeat, and realize his true reason for wielding the sword. The pleasure of swordsmanship, the saving of life, and the dispatchment of enemies. This truth must be discovered by himself. No one can teach it to him. Now is the time for him to take that step.
General,
Break free from victory and defeat? Those are just empty words to comfort the dead and the defeated. Think of your crushing defeat at Dragon Prayer Terrace. Think of how you felt then, teetering on the brink of death. If the sword of that Stellaron hunter had pierced your flesh, you wouldn't be standing here pondering the meaning of victory and defeat.
Moto 55 said, "Gotta defrost more
all
bread."
Your chains. Draw your sword on your master, to the general who is trying to imprison you. Draw your sword.
Minor Unknown said,
General,
LOL.
allow me to demonstrate my swordsmanship. I hereby challenge you. Apyra, I challenge these swords to battle!
Young fool. How disappointing. Your accomplishments would have been limitless. But you've been led astray by empty idealism. None of that matters anymore. While teaching you, I studied your every move inside out. And now you wish to throw down the gauntlet. Very well. In your own image, and with your own techniques, I will teach you one final lesson. Your swordplay, every stroke and sway, I've committed it all to memory. Now, allow me to demonstrate. With merciless intent, how powerful I am.
No, Ching.
Moto 55
Seal your form and
said,
their intentions.
back.
Don't fall for their distractions.
Understood.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counter hit.
Heaven surge. Rise!
That paradise may be a favorite for me.
Receive divinity. Eternal slip.
And return!
Ready for another?
Failed to stand.
You chose the wrong answer.
Moto 55 said,
Commencing
I love
support.
Luash's laugh.
Punish evil!
I'll see you.
I failed! One hit, one stroke of luck, one victory.
Impressive. I am bested.
Ew, it's about time we got this guy into the gourd.
Moto 55 said,
General,
Yanking has had enough, but he
I know
can't
what you
do
wish to
anything of
say,
tip.
Ching. We can move past the melody.
Moto 55 said,
then, to
New
the
York
rest of
fave
you.
swordsman became
Thank
a punching
you
bag.
for
Sad
bringing me
face.
out of that daze. Especially you, Miss Sushang.
Why does everyone that gets Heliobust love to apologize for it? You're the victim here.
Minor
They're the
unknown
ones stirring up
said,
chaos.
LOL.
It should be me thanking you for holding back during our battle. Or maybe, just maybe, it's due to a sudden skill improvement? Don't you think?
Moto 55 said, The toaster jump scared me. Loudly crying face. Loudly crying face. Minor unknown said,
She went
I didn't
toe-to-toe
have any
with the
ults
general
and they
star
didn't let
pupil.
me into the
I'm
second
pretty
turn
pleased
before.
with myself too. We're gonna need to get you a front page news story for this one. Heck, let's get some billboards.
So, you've made it your daily mission to tease me, huh?
With respect to this incident, what is your plan for posting on the Lofi's Ghostly Grove? Since it concerns the seat of divine foresight, I am hoping you could.
Well, about that. Let me discuss it with him first. Is everyone okay with this?
Thanks for covering for me. I'm so
All's well that ends well. We should hurry back and lock Apira in the evil binding matrix. They're a dangerous one. I'm afraid they might escape.
Well then, Yan Qing and I will take our leave now.
All right, let's get out of here.
That was a big risk, Miss Sushang.
Actually, I'm well aware of my own limits. If it weren't for Yanqing resisting that heliobus, maybe I wouldn't have been able to hold on until you brought reinforcements.
Come to think of it, we only needed one person to fetch reinforcements. Why didn't we get him to stay behind with you? And why didn't you ask?
It's kinda embarrassing, but I was caught up in the moment. I guess I never thought it through.
Ugh. Sometimes I wonder whether your head's screwed on right. We need to take you to the Alchemy Commission for a checkup.
Maybe, but my actions kept everyone safe, and that's what matters. Miss Hoa needed someone to look out for her, and little Quay's just a civilian. You shouldn't be putting yourself in risky situations. As for him, he's a distinguished guest of the seat of divine foresight. If anything were to happen to him, it could turn into a diplomatic crisis. After weighing things up in my head, it made the most sense for only me to stay put.
If I still had my tail, I wouldn't be slowing everyone down.
Sorry, Hoa. I didn't think it through. You were never a burden.
It's not your fault, Miss Sushang. It's just... I've been wondering... how can someone average like me keep up with the affairs of the 10 Lords Commission without my tail? Forget it. We should get some rest. There could be even bigger dangers waiting for us tomorrow.
Moto 55 said. Back. Moto 55 said. GTG bye. Moto 55 said. GTG bye. minor unknown, said, "Oh, okay."
Rock and roll might be my only true companion.